Boo! Hello, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves today. As this video is just gonna be me rambling about Springtrap and Dead by Daylight before he drops it to live servers, and it's gonna be especially about his axe, if you're curious. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his axe, and let me explain myself before you go into comments. I will say good things about the axe, since in general it's a pretty decent power, being a neat
Insert Huntress joke here.
Springtrap's axe is actually generally fun to use sometimes, or at least most fun I could get in bot matches, since it's hard for me to get into a real one. But I do like how it gives me options if I want to really hit my shots or throw it somewhere and use it as like an information tool or activate killer instinct, which is a pretty neat benefit just for hitting on the ground. And if I want to hit survivor, I could get him pretty close since his axe is pretty weighted. And if I want to, thanks to the weight, I could do trick shots while in a chase. And it's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Or at least from the clips I've seen. Along with that, survivors also have to deal with the mangled status and have to manually remove the axe before they can actually start recovering. So that makes the power a lot more interesting compared to the Huntress, who's just a simple throw an axe and they lose a state. So I honestly kinda I like it a lot. And it also works in favor of Springtrap since the Huntress does make me tired when I hear a lullaby compared to.
I'm the fun one.
So after that little short tangent, that just leaves one question: why don't I like the X? And it's not like I don't like the power; it's that I don't like the power being on him. And to explain myself, it could be that I might have big expectations for him, especially having to wait 300 days and looking into it with in the fandom that are also speculating what his powers could be. So that's honestly on me. Anyways, it's just that I'm not a fan of the axe, so it did caught me off guard since I wasn't even considering it in the first place. I, considering so many of his axing betrayals are in fan works, and you never see him canon, unlike the knife that has been in the books and in movies. And for my pick, I thought he was going to be similar to Freddy or the Hag or Nemesis, where he just uses his hands. So I thought he was just going to get really physical with people, and my reasoning is that he does get physical in some other stuff. Even then, if we take mini games to account, he doesn't even use like anything. He just uses bare hands to destroy the animatronics. So I thought that was gonna be the case. And for his power, I thought he's gonna be like a mix of the Oni and the Doctor, being like a madness-inducing killer that gets stronger the more you collect like agony. On higher tiers, it gets worse. Like in FNAF 3 and later nights, the Phantoms comes more aggressive, and seeing multiple Aftons in a building. Along with that, it would be like a nice callback to Burn Trap's original purpose and security breach.
Burn Trap was never supposed to move. He was supposed to just be something you saw in the corners, or like if you were walking past a machine.
And in Fazbear's Frights, what we found, William's like a hallucination for Hudson's trauma, so him having a power like that would greatly represent how he's everywhere, along with that deeply tied into Fazbear Entertainment, as you know how the company keeps trying to bury their past, but there's always an Afton-sized bum that sticks out. So having power that represents how you can never truly escape him would be great, even through hallucinations. And add his teleportation in, and he's like he would have been perfect if you ask me. Along with that, you got like throwing a perk of leading a hallucination or having a hallucination in the office to misdirect the survivors to going to the wrong place, and that would have been perfect in my opinion. But at the end of the day, despite my rambling about the axe, I can't complain too much since it's still a fun ability, and I'm very aware that Scott worked with behavior for this chapter and wanted the axe to be his power. So I'm not gonna complain too much, and that's just gonna lead to what's the point of this video. And I'm just gonna say I'm just throwing bottles at the ocean at this point because why else? Either just to give my opinion on it. So I'm still going to buy this chapter. I'm going to join the Murder's Bunny. I enjoy PJ's Haywood's voice acting so much in this chapter. It's fun. And like he says,
I'm the fun one.
and if you're still here, feel free to watch. Feel free to support me wherever you can. And to end this video on a random note, if Springtrap ever gets more content, more skins in the future, Vanny is definitely my top pick for him. And since Springtrap skin is very generalized, the skin potential is like really open. So Vanny has a good chance of being one. And if she does become one, I am praying she gets a unique Mori with staff bots especially. And that would have been an instant buy for me. Or or she gets the staff bot like Mori, but with like the glam rocks. It's like I don't know, but I heard the glam rocks were originally supposed to like rip Freddy apart in the original one. So if they could get anything similar like that in the game as Vanny's Mori, I'll definitely cop that out. I'll definitely buy that. Anyways, enjoy. Thank you for enjoying the video and sticking with me to the end. Bye.